Justin Credible and Sarah Donovan.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the EVVYs.
Are you ready for a night of madness?
Okay.
You guys want to see a magic trick? All right, good answer. Sarah, toss confetti in the pan. Confetti in the pan. This happens quick. Confetti in the pan. And we make a bunny. We started the show with a bunny. That's adorable. Somebody take this bunny.
Yes, please.
All right, that's the bunny wrangler.
Bunny off.
Cute bunny will be escorted to a black sedan. That's his moment in the spotlight. This is the warm-up for the EVVYs, like Sarah said. But more importantly, this is the Just Incredible Magic Show. I'm Just Incredible.
What are you talking about?
Huh? Oh, this is my lovely magic assistant, Sarah Donovan. Everybody say hi, Sarah.
No.
She's so adorable. Before I start, just so they understand the clever pun, hold that sign while I do tricks. You guys are just in time for some Just Incredible magic. Tonight, for the warm-up, we're gonna cut Sarah in half. It's gonna be awesome.
First of all, I'm not your assistant. Second of all, you're not gonna be sawing me in half. And third, that Justin wordplay crap, yeah, it's lame.
Lame?
Mm-hmm. I'm just incredible, and you're just in time to see that I just invented a new trick, and you're just about to see it. Yeah, that might have played well, you know, in 5th grade, but once you reach the age of 12, it ceased to be clever.
Okay, well, I think it's kind of cute. But what isn't cute is your attitude. This pent-up anger and aggression. I'll make it disappear with a magic trick. Brace yourselves. We dive into the doctor's bag. This is going to cheer her up. Watch this.
I doubt
it. Happens fast. It happens fast. The magic one. That was
nice.
Not so fast. You know what? Here's what we'll do. I'll fix the title.
All.
Instead of her being my magic assistant, Sarah will be my magic consultant. How's that title fit you?
Well, you see, in fact, it doesn't fit me at all, because, you know, I am an actress. I do not play second to some magician.
Some magician.
Besides, this isn't even your show. I mean, this whole thing, it's bigger than the two of us.
Okay. For the first time, Sarah's right. The show is this much bigger than the two of us. It's much bigger than all of us. This show is about Emerson. And I go to Emerson, and I do some cute magic tricks. So who better than me to like intertwine magic tricks with the rules of the show? Great move by the executive producer.
Me,
and
actually.
You, and both of us. We'll do a trick. Hold this wand real quick. We're gonna, okay. This is one you guys can do when you get home after the EVVYs. You take a balloon, you inflate it. Once. Twice.
Take all day.
Thrice. Doing this trick for a state trooper last week.
Yeah, you must have realized
Hilarious.
you're really full of
We
hot
take the
air.
balloon, can I rub it on your head?
Actually, you can't.
Okay, you rub it on a full head of hair, build up some static electricity, find a wall in your house or a proscenium arch, if you have one. Check this out. Static electricity, okay.
Very, very nice, Justin.
No.
Oh, wonderful.
I do that trick in the bathroom at home in front of the mirror and I just laugh for hours.
Some life.
But I have no life. Okay, hold the wand, Sarah. This is the real trick. Audience, please. Audience, wiggle your fingers vigorously and say anti-disestablishmentarianism. It's a bird! It's a bird! Oh,
yes.
That was cute.
It is a bird.
That was adorable. Everybody say hi, bird.
Hi, bird.
This is Alice the bird. We'll put Alice the bird here. Sarah, explain the rules.
Okay, when we're talking about the rules, basically we're talking about how to conduct yourself on stage. For instance, winners, when you accept an award, no more than 30 seconds. I mean, we're talking tops. I don't want to hear this, oh, I didn't know I was going to win. I didn't prepare anything. No, see, we don't buy it.
This
it's
is
not
Emerson.
Gonna work.
This is Emerson. We all think we're going to win.
This is true.
I have a speech and I wasn't even nominated, but
go figure.
That's just me. But 30 seconds tops. A lot of people think as a winner you get a minute because it's a nice round number. Total fallacy, okay? I'm going to illustrate this real quick. Imagine that my magic consultant, Sarah, is a minute, okay? I'm going to cut her in half real quick,
Actually,
all right?
he's not going to cut me in half.
Okay.
Because, you know, I don't really think these
lay
intelligent
down on the
people
table.
need a demonstration to how
Lay down
long
on the
a
table
minute
for me,
is.
Sarah.
I think they can understand
You
this.
lay
I'm
down
not
on the
doing
table.
it. I'm not
Just
doing
lay down
it.
on the table.
I am not doing it. Will you listen to me, you magic, demented dork?
Okay, well, if I do cut her in half, I'm going to keep the half that doesn't talk.
Loser.
Loser. Okay, it's comments like that that don't fly at the EVVY Awards. You see, if you are a winner, keep it on the positive. Say nothing negative about your opponents, unlike Miss Donovan here.
Okay, first of all, you deserved it, and you know you deserved it, but he does have a point.
Negativity does not fly at the EVVY Awards, which also goes for the audience, okay? You guys are as much a part of the show as anything. So if you don't know somebody, clap for them. If you know somebody, clap for them. If you don't like somebody, clap for them, even if Sarah wins an EVVY. Were you nominated? Oh, I didn't think so. Sorry.
Moving on.
Recap.
Basically, what we're saying is be good sports. Enjoy the show, and winners, no more than 30 seconds.
Or else, seriously.
Or else what?
Oh, they didn't tell you?
No, actually, I guess they didn't.
Check this out. Or else these two thugs out on work release will come in the audience and play rugby with your head. How you guys doing? Yeah. Also, no flash photography, no smoking. If we see you smoking, we'll assume you're on fire and take appropriate measures.
Well, don't forget, also,
Cell phones.
Cell phones. Turn those cell phones off. Those cell phones, those pagers, we're talking off, not silent, off, because they interfere with everything that's going on. And trust me, you do not want to know what will happen to you if one of those things goes off.
But if they do want to know,
Which
your
they
cell
don't.
phone, your cell phone, please. All right, if your cell phone should go off halfway through the show, Big John here will go into the audience, take your cell phone, and do his own little magic trick with it. I love this part. Go for it.
Okay,
That's
Justin,
adorable.
that was my cell phone.
Okay, before you guys go, will you take Alice the bird and just put her backstage in her cage real quick for me? Just back.
Justin?
It was a fake bird, guys. It was a fake bird. It's okay. It's a fake bird.
Oh my God.
I love animals. Okay. The thugs. Give it up for the thugs.
Thank you, guys.
All right. I love you, Birdie. All right, before we leave, for real,
I think we should wrap this up.
we're gonna wrap it
don't
up.
you
We're gonna
think?
saw Sarah in half.
Actually, we're not.
Please. I'll give you $100.
A real $100?
$100. We're gonna saw her in half. All right, here we go. Sarah, do me a favor. Just lay down on the table here. I wanted to do something big for the EVVY warm-up, so I went on eBay and I looked for a big trick, and I bought the sawing in half trick. This is a total serious story, so just will you lay down real quick?
Is this going to be safe?
Yeah. Just lay down.
Okay.
Awesome. This is gonna be hilarious, okay?
For who?
Put this right here. Fabulous. All right. Lock down the stocks. Perfect. We got
It's a
some
little
towels.
wobbly there, Justin.
We're gonna, oh crap. Okay. All right. We're gonna put Sarah in a deep trance. Do you have any last words real quick?
Actually, I do. See, you can't do this to me. You want to know why you can't do this to me?
Why?
Because we're in a theater, and I am a thespian.
Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the jigsaw.
Okay, Justin,
It's for real.
No.
You're getting sleepy?
No, I'm
You're getting
not.
sleepy?
No. I'm sleeping.
You're getting sleepy.
I'm sleeping.
Are you sleeping, Sarah?
Uh-huh.
Brace yourselves, audience. I did this trick in front of 4 presidents at Mount Rushmore. And they didn't blink. Brace yourselves. All right, here we go. Sarah, did you survive? Sarah?
Get me out of this
She
thing.
survived. Okay. She's coming out. That was the amazing Sawing a Woman in Half magic trick. I'm just incredible. Sarah Donovan.
Okay.
She's amazing.
Okay. All right. I will give it to you. Impressive. But you know, Justin, there's something about me that I don't think you know.
What's this?
In fact, I know some magic myself.
You know magic.
I do. And in fact, I think I can make you disappear. You
Seriously?
You don't believe me?
Make me disappear.
All right. Hit it! Justin, I don't see you anymore.
Bye.
Thank you, folks. Enjoy the show.
The 20th Annual EVVY Awards would like to thank the Boston Neighborhood Network for broadcasting this show live tonight.
Cuando se marea dolores, cuando se quema el amores, cuando se inmala su vela, cuando se inmala dolores, cuando se inmala dolores, cuando se quema dolores, cuando se inmala su vela, cuando se inmala dolores. Baila, 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 que esta rumba esta gitana, que yo siempre cantaré, pero no siempre cantaré, pero no siempre cantaré. Esta rumba esta gitana, que yo siempre cantaré.
Good evening and welcome to the first annual Emerson EVVY Award.
When people get a chance to work. I mean, take a look at
I'll
this.
never forget your famous motto, if you don't have anything good to say about someone,
Sit next to me.
good night, everybody.
This is what I came to school for.
Hi, Dry Max. Max? Oh, Lord. Oh, Max. Oh, thank you.
And now that you know a little bit more about the EVVYs, what do you say we give out some awards?
I know that I have something that I love to do, and this really just puts the icing on the cake.
Even a direct blow won't hurt your EVVY and mar the pristine surface of this marvelous little statue.
It's really a great thing to come to a college, to do something that you enjoy so much, and then be rewarded for it.
Thanks to everybody that shares what they know with those who don't, because that's what this show is about, and that's what Emerson is all about.
And I look at this place, it's a magnificent theater, and I see all the obvious hard work and vitality, and especially heart that went into this evening.
It feels good!
Live from Boston, welcome to the 20th Annual EVVY Awards. Our presenters tonight include David Brudnoy, Richard Baker, Randy Price, and many more. And now, please welcome your hosts for the 20th Annual EVVY Awards, Mike Garrity, Ben Johnson, Erica Morrell, and Dana Powell.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 20th Annual EVVY Awards.
Yes, and if you'll notice, for those of you on the tour, this is the Emerson Majestic Theater. It was constructed in 1903.
Ben, what are you doing?
Actually, if you could hold all of your questions until the end of the tour, that'd be great. Anyway, this is the Emerson Majestic Theater. It's the second oldest theater in Boston, actually.
Right, Ben, sorry to interrupt. Should you give a tour while you're hosting the EVVY Awards?
It is a pretty good way to learn about the school.
Well, Ben, why don't you take the tour group backstage and have them watch from there? I won!
Why don't I take care of that situation? Okay, come on, follow me.
Right, sorry about that. Dana, what's going on? Why do you have your finger in your ear?
This just in. It's my pretend earpiece.
Your pretend earpiece?
In a related story, Dana's a broadcast journalism major.
Wait a second, I'm a broadcast journalism major and I don't have a pretend earpiece.
Now, Mike, all you gotta do is stick your finger in your ear.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Custom fit, nice. I like that.
In a related story, Mike is dumb. Back to you, Ben.
Oh, thanks, Erica. How come you're wearing a tutu?
It's not a tutu. It's my outfit from the opening dance segment. I didn't have time to change.
Actually, you look better in pink.
Excuse me, Peter.
Why can they hear me?
Peter, that's because your microphone is on. How about you turn it off, buddy? Thanks.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Whoa!
Whoa. Yeah, so as Mike was saying, welcome to the 20th Annual EVVY Awards.
Definitely. We're going to be giving out... Welcome again. We're going to be giving out a whole bunch of these babies tonight to some really talented and hardworking Emerson students.
So wait, that's an actual EVVY award right there?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Yeah, that's an EVVY. See how it says EVVY on it? EVVY.
Right.
Can I have it?
No, you can't have one. You've got to earn it.
Oh.
Ben, to win an EVVY, you have to submit your work to be judged by a panel of industry professionals just like everybody else.
Well, how come Mike has one?
That's because I've been the trophy presenter for the past 2 EVVY Awards.
All right.
And I stole this one.
Wait, you were one of those bimbos with the awards?
One of those presenters with the awards.
Actually, I'm a bimbo.
See? Yeah, bimbo.
Okay, bimbo. Well, Emerson students from all walks of life tonight will walk away from this theater with a little loose sight chunk of professional recognition.
Just like they've done for the past 20 years.
Whoa, that is how old Julia Stiles is.
Okay, you are obsessed with Julia Stiles.
Okay, wait. Who the hell is Julia Stiles?
She's an actress.
And she's really hot.
Okay, this is Julia Stiles. You may remember Julia Stiles from such roles as Katerina in the motion picture 10 Things I Hate About You, and Sarah in the recent motion picture release, Save the Last Dance. And Julia, in case you're watching the EVVYs at home on the Boston Network, I would like to propose marriage to you, Julia.
Right, Ben, that's a really unhealthy fascination. You might want to calm that down a little bit.
Definitely. So, Styles or no Styles, we'll also be talking about the history of the EVVY Awards and the history of all of those who helped to put it together.
Oh, I did, like me.
Yeah, but better.
Yeah, better like me, Ben.
I said better.
Down, down, boys. We'll talk about Mike and Ben and Erica and Dana equally, because each one of us hosts represents a different aspect of the Emerson community.
Like, what aspects are there even?
There's marketing plans, poetry, films, TV and radio shows.
News broadcasts, literary magazines, scholarly journals.
Definitely, there's musicals, dramas, comedies, and dance shows as well.
And the EVVY Awards incorporates all of these areas into one really big show, the EVVYs.
So students do all of this?
Students prepare for 14 months to put this together.
Whoa.
And every student involved? That's right.
Wow.
And every student involved has a say in how it all turns out.
Like, even me?
How do you not know this? You're one of the writers.
Oh, well, I'm playing dumb because it's funny.
Yes, Ben, everybody has a say in how the EVVYs turns out.
Yeah, even the people behind the scenes that you can't see, but you know are there.
Yeah, kind of creepy.
Yeah, they creep me
And you
out.
know what really gives us the power trip? Is that we, as hosts, get to decide what we want to do next.
Yeah, like, I don't know, I want to dance some more.
I want to go backstage and meet Randy Price. I like his style.
I want to go to the bathroom.
What are you, 5?
Yeah, sure, I guess I'm 5.
All right, well, I actually want to do something productive. Right now, let's have this year's trophy presenters come on out. We'll pass this award on to them and we can get the show started, maybe?
Good idea. Yeah.
Mark Lavallo, Elizabeth Waybright, here you go. Great, good to see you. All right. And now we're going to be productive. We're going to get off the stage and on with the show. We hope you enjoyed. Thanks a lot.
Please welcome last year's Zacharis Award recipient and WBZ News radio host, David Brudnoy, to present the awards for Best Poetry and Prose.
Good evening. Those of us who present tonight who are journalists have the advantage of having our topics already handed to us. News stories come to us, to Randy and Tim and me and some of the others who will be up here tonight presenting awards, but people who write stories and poems have to make it up. They have to communicate their story from the data, from the imagination, to you, the reader, the viewer, the hearer. And it's a difficult thing, perhaps the most difficult thing of all in communication, to use the imagination. And we have in these first 2 awards tonight people who have shown, as have the nominees, the ability to communicate an idea, a thought, perhaps a figment of a story, and turn it into something worth watching, listening to, or reading. The nominees for Best Prose are
Taking It Apart, P.J. Bordeaux. To Miss Erica Chilton, Todd Stuchner. Inside Out, Genevieve J. Roth. The Ward, 1997, Todd Stuchner.
And the winner of the EVVY is Inside Out, Genevieve Roth.
I have to be first, and I didn't even know I'd win. Thank you, I guess, to everyone, I think, on the whole planet. It feels really good to work really hard at something at such a great place and have people appreciate it and notice, so thanks.
And the nominees for Best Poetry are
Train Days and With Style, Eli Chorus. Mount Cannot. This one doesn't use the word poem once. And Aromatherapy, Matt Levy. Untitled 257, Untitled 281, and I Hope Sarah Lawrence, Jeff Hall. 2 Hours in the Dublin Writers Museum, and Dartmouth Double Murder, Details at 11, Sarah Donnelly. Last March, Misprints, and October's Boston, Amber Lewis.
And the winner for Best Poetry is 2 Hours in Dublin, Writers Museum, Dartmouth Double Murder, Details at 11, Sarah Donnelly.
I'd like to thank the padded shelf bra in my dress for inspiring me. I'd like to thank all my friends from the castle. My mom, it's Mother's Day tomorrow. I love you, Mom. And my brother Steve, I love you, Steve. And Sam Cornish, my teacher, for being really weird. Thanks a lot, guys.
Here to present the awards for Best Feature Article and Best Produced News, please welcome Richard Baker and Randy Price from WHDH in Boston.
Good evening. You know, Dick, I'm often asked how many Emersonians it actually takes to produce a great news program at 7 News. And I say, well, normally just a few, but, you know, it takes so many more to prop up their colleagues from LSU. So, you know, I'm proud to be supported by so many people. In fact, we probably have more Emerson grads and students in our shop than in any shop in the city. And I honestly, I feel, you know, like I'm a recipient of all that attention because we wouldn't have achieved the success that we have without the great students from Emerson. So I'm happy to be here tonight as we salute the cream of the crop.
Thanks, Randy. I am a sports writer from the Springfield Union News in Springfield, Mass. It's about 90 miles west of here, and of course there are those people in Boston that think that state ends in Worcester, so I'd like to bring that out. One of the things that makes me really happy about being in a theater like this is that I graduated from Emerson, 1971, you know, to be honest, about 30 years ago. Thanks. And the only theater I was familiar with then was the Orpheum Theater, because the way I helped pay to go through college was with a $1 per hour ushering job, you know, which was the going rate, you know, at the time. Now, Randy, they didn't offer me any more for this tonight, you know, but that's quite all right because I am quite proud to be part and supportive of the people in this field. And at our newspaper, a lot of people think of Emerson in broadcasting and film. I can tell you we recently added 2 Emerson graduates who are doing a fantastic job at our paper as well. And so, I am here to present an award for the Best Feature Article, and the nominees for Best Feature Article are...
Artist carves a niche for himself, Auditi Gua. Savin Hill, a silent witness to the struggles of beginnings, Florian Tarcello Bombs. Breaking barriers for healthcare, Florian Tarcello Bombs.
And the winner is Breaking Barriers for Healthcare, Florian Tarcello Bombs.
Thank you very much to the EVVY and to the people behind the EVVY. I think you guys are doing a great job, and I'd like to thank my sources, because without them, I wouldn't have written a good story. And I'd like to thank my family who are here, my sister Irish, and my husband Ramil. Thank you.
In our business, you cannot do it without people who know how to produce great news segments and news programs. I am very pleased to be here tonight to present the award to those who have produced the best news, and the nominees are
Heart of the Hub, Kelly Kahn and Michael Rold. EIV News, Bill Thomason, Justin Solomon, Lowell Galindo, and Michael Cacheo. Emerson on Assignment, the inauguration of George W. Bush, Bill Thomason.
And the winner is Bill Thomason, Emerson on Assignment.
You're nominated more than once, and you have to have more than one speech ready. So I walk into one office, and all of a sudden, I'm sorry. I'm told to prepare. Thank you to everyone at WEBN and Emerson RTNDA, Amanda, Heather, Reed, Melissa, Sarah Lavoie, and my assistant, associate, co-producer person who gets yelled at all too often, Julie Panna. And everyone at EIV News, especially Alicia Carlson, our news director this year, and all our producers and reporters. And thank you to everyone on the team who went down, scraped and saved, and ran down just in time to get the inauguration on, and videotaped and on the way. And Marcia Del Justina and all our other advisors, thank you for all the advice you gave us. Finally, thank you to my mom and dad and all my family for getting me here and propping me up. Remember, it's only television. Thank you all very much.
And now, special report from Mike Garrity.
Now, good evening to a special news bulletin right now. It's Mike on Garrity. It's me time. We're going to give you coverage you can count on from a person you can trust. Hopefully you trust me. Right now, we're going to get things started with reporter Mike Garrity, who's live on Beacon Hill. Mike?
Good evening, Mike. We're standing in front of the law offices of Cage and Fish, where this week and every week, lawyer Ally McBeal gets herself into and out of overdramatic plot lines. Tonight we thought we'd go across the street and inside to talk to McBeal herself.
Now, Mike, I gotta cut in. Ally McBeal is not real.
Interesting.
Yeah, it kind of is, because you can't interview a not real person. Yeah, anyway. Here's Mike Garrity from Emerson College. Mike, glad to have you with us.
Thanks, Mike. I'm glad to be here. I've always wanted to tell you, you've got great hair.
Thanks, I like it. Where are you from, and what do you want to do with your life?
I'm originally from Massachusetts, and my goal in life is to anchor the evening news here in Boston, and to have a house on Cape Cod.
No way, those are my dreams too. We gotta go check back in with reporter Mike Garrity. Maybe he got his facts correct. Mike?
Where everybody knows your name. Dun, dun.
Hey, Mike.
Mike, I'm sorry about that. I had a little bit of a problem tracking down Ms. McBeal earlier this evening, so I decided to come on down to Cheers, have a little fun. I'm hoping I can go downstairs and everybody's gonna know my name. That's the goal. Mike, back to you.
Mike, I think they already know your name down at Cheers, and I hope you can see your good friends Woody and the rest of the crew. That does it from Mike on Garrity. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.
When we come back, Diane Darling and Alan Yen, Emerson alumnus and WWF producer John Carlin. Also presenting film awards, documentarian Margaret Lazarus and WB56's Tim Estilos. Also, one of the creators of the EVVYs, Professor Marty Cook. But first, tonight's 20th anniversary show was brought to you by the following sponsors. The Student Government Association, the Office of Jacqueline Liebergott, the Alumni Association, Dunkin' Donuts, Reading Trophy and Shirt, Saab, NCP, and National Boston Production Umbrella.
Hi, I'm Martin Sheen. We're on the set of The West Wing in the press room, and I'm delighted on behalf of everyone here to congratulate all of the EVVY Award winners at Emerson.
Hi, I'm Bruce Rosenblum, Executive Vice President of Television at Warner Brothers.
I'm here to congratulate the nominees and, of course, the winners for the Emmys. My first Emmy was for Three's Company. Thank you very much.
Good evening. I'm Jordan Levin, co-president of entertainment at the WB Network. Congratulations to all the EVVY winners.
Hi, I'm Sean Astin. You can see me soon in the Lord of the Rings trilogy opening in December. I just wanted to take this opportunity to wish all of the nominees and winners of tonight's EVVY Awards a heartfelt congratulations.
But I've won a lot of awards, but I think the Emmy was my favorite, and I want to congratulate the, sorry? Not the Emmy? The EVVY. EVVY!
Hi, I'm Chris Moore. I'm one of the producers of Good Will Hunting and American Pie and founders of Live Planet. I'd like to congratulate all the nominees and winners of the EVVY Awards.
Hi, my name is Shane Hudson. I'm the company manager of Blue Man Group Boston and an Emerson College graduate, class of 1997.
Hi, my name is Bradley Whitford from The West Wing. I'm here on the set in Hollywood, and I would like to congratulate all of the winners of this year's EVVY Awards.
Hey everybody, this is Jesse L. Martin from Law & Order. Just here to say congratulations to all the winners and nominees of the EVVY Awards.
Hi, this is Lloyd Silverman, the executive producer of Snow Falling on Cedars, congratulating the 20th annual EVVY Award winners.
I'd like to take this opportunity on behalf of Blue Man Group Boston, New York, Chicago, and Las Vegas to congratulate the nominees and winners of the 20th annual EVVY Awards.
Hi, I'm Gary Grossman from Weller Grossman Productions in Los Angeles and the class of 1970 from Emerson College.
Hi, my name is Laurie Anderson.
Hi, this is Jerry Orbach. Congratulations to all the winners and all the nominees of the 20th Annual EVVY Awards.
I sure do wish we had the EVVY Awards when I was around here. We didn't. You do. Congratulations to all the nominees and all the winners.
Hi, I'm John Ottman. I'm the lunatic behind trying to edit and score such films as The Usual Suspects and Apt Pupil, including my own opus, Urban Legends Final Cut. I still find some of the most original material out there to be student films, but I'm not scoring them, though.
And congratulations to all the nominees and winners of the EVVY Awards.
And congratulations to all of you who made something and didn't win.
Hi, everybody. I'm Doug Flutie. Just want to wish you all the best of luck tonight.
And on behalf of everybody here at Warner Brothers, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate both the nominees and the winners of this year's EVVY Awards.
From all of us
It's seventh heaven.
To all the nominees
And winners. At the 20th Annual EVVY Awards.
Congratulations.
And I'm here to wish all the nominees and the winners of the 20th Annual EVVY Awards my congratulations. And do you know, we have people here from Emerson on our show, so some of you I'll look forward to seeing.
I'd like to congratulate all the winners of the EVVY Awards. You're about to enter an economy that's going into a major recession and an industry that's going on strike. Good luck.
All right, this is for you guys at Emerson. Congratulations on the EVVY Awards. 6 years ago, a girl came into my office, Pam Abby. She went to Emerson. I hired her as my assistant. She worked for me for 2 years, and now she's produced her third picture with us. She's got 3 days to go on the last movie that she's making, so that means none of you call me for a job because I already hired somebody from Emerson.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Welcome back to the 20th Annual EVVY Awards.
Are you coming?
No!
We're eating.
Why?
Just tell them a little about yourself.
A little about myself. Well, that can be a little complicated, but I do have two very good reasons for being here tonight. One of them taught me how to throw a ball when I was a kid and not look like a girl doing it, as you can see. The other one made sure that I got to ballet classes in time and that I always had a fresh pair of dance tights in stock. I'm blessed to have two parents who have always allowed me to be such a free spirit, always running me from karate classes to gymnastics to softball games to the softball field. My parents have always taught me to never underestimate my true potential. And thank you, Daddy, for coaching me through some of the messiest times of my life. This is for you. Now, I may be a graduating college senior who's about to get knocked around in the real world, but inside I'm always going to be that carefree little kid who gets excited about life and all the things that I have yet to try. And I want to thank you, Mommy, for teaching me how to stand up straight, how to walk in 4-inch heels, and to speak up when I feel it's my turn. I love you. I love you too. I love and adore both of you more than you'll ever know. Thank you.
Presenting the awards for Best Communications Plan and Best Website, here are Diane Darling, founder and director of Digital EVVY, and Alan Yen, president and creative director of Interactive Factory.
Hi, I'm Alan Yen.
And I'm Diane Darling. Very pleased to be here this evening. Earlier today, I was at an MIT workshop, and none of the AV worked. I was asked to share a few pearls of wisdom for you graduates. First of all, get a job. Second of all, there's two things in life to learn about money. Learn what it gives you, learn what it doesn't. And the third thing is, learn to listen. You were born with 2 ears and 1 mouth. Take the hint. And the nominees are?
Celtics Marketing Communications Plan, Jacqueline Grinberg, Megan Eisenberg, and Janet Lee. Brevard's Auction House PR Plan, Catherine Burbridge. Daimler Chrysler, Jessica Jordan, Shelley Kapitulik, Danielle Francois, Allison Peany, and Diana Horowitz.
And the winner is Celtics Marketing Plan.
On behalf of them, I say thank you to everyone that put this show together, and this is for them.
Hi. Interactive Factory was founded in Boston about 8 years ago with an educational charter to help go out and train people in new media and multimedia just as it was beginning to hit. So we've been in business for about 8 years doing something which seems fairly new, but really is not that new. I've just recently started my association with Emerson in the last calendar year, and this is my 4th time to the college. And I have to say, after all the talks that I've given, going to places like RISD and University of Michigan, this is by far the most impressive college that I've been to, where the students are so focused and so passionate and so concentrating on what it is that they want to do. The caliber of question and interaction and discussion that I've had in the other visits that I've had here has really been eye-opening and refreshing for me. in an industry which has become way too involved in the stock market, in business concerns, in very bizarre sort of representations of what the internet is actually supposed to be. And I think it's kind of interesting because right now you're looking at a medium which is not really solidified or matured yet. It's kind of like, I was thinking about movies before color actually hit, 80, 90 years ago. And when color was actually introduced, did the movies actually get better? Were they more watchable? Were they more accessible? I don't really know, but I guess the point that I was trying to get at was you're operating with something which is changing very much and which people are trying to lock down. And I think it's the students, the people that I've met here, who are going to go out there and break the mold of what's actually going on and redefine what's going to happen in the media. And that's a very, very exciting thing. And I hope you live up to the charter and go out and do what you're going to do. And that's what this award is for. The nominees for Best Website are
Digital Media Group, Keith Kinyan, James Ho, and Ethan Moss. Music Box, Keith Kinyan. EVVY.org, Keith Kinyan, Nathan Cameron, and James Ho.
The winner is EVVY.org, Keith Kinyan, James Ho, and Nathan Cameron. Congratulations.
I'd like to thank all the people at DMG, Jim and Bob, our advisors, Alien Web Shop, the Apache Software Foundation, and everybody involved in open source software, because without them, this website would not have been possible. Thank you.
I'd like to do this in Chinese for my family first. Daddy, Mommy, 家姐婆婆，多謝晒咁多年幫助，多謝晒。All right, and I have to do this. And I want to thank James, Nate, Ethan, James, Ethan, Chris, Bruno, Colleen, Roberto, Pablo, Brian, and Team DPL for being great friends. Pete Schiavone, Kai Brado, Bill Gilligan for giving me the opportunity to learn and to get me where I am. And to everyone at EVVY, Beacon, DMG, you guys rule. And to everyone else I've ever worked with. You guys may not know it, but you've been an inspiration to my work, and that means a lot to me, and that's something I'll never forget. Thank you.
Exciting. As far as EVVY.org is concerned, God, I'm really nervous. I want to thank Keith for, well, without him and without James, my design is merely that, just a design. I want to thank Keith for being an excellent designer himself and pushing me to design better every day. And thank James for helping out with the back end. As far as the show is concerned, you guys are rocking, and the EVVYs are back to where they used to be. Thank you guys. The EPs rock. Everybody that's involved this year, you guys rock. I'm borderline crying, so I'm going to go now. Thank you guys.
Here to present the Empire Loan Scholarship is an associate professor of the film department, Dr. Claire Andrade Watkins.
Welcome. Hello? Okay. Each year, Michael Goldstein, president of Empire Loan, contributes $3,000 to support the production of the EVVY Award shows. And each year, Mr. Goldstein makes an additional contribution of $3,000 for a scholarship. As a graduate of Emerson's film program, Mr. Goldstein has directed that the scholarship be given to a junior nominated in the EVVY Award film categories. With the help of Emerson's Office of Financial Aid, a student in need has been selected to receive the Empire Loan Scholarship. It turns out that the needy student is nominated for a cinematography award. He is also an EVVY veteran, being the director of engineering and an associate director for tonight's EVVY Award show, Jacob Capistran. I don't have the check.
since you mentioned I'm an AD, I was just in the truck. This is truck casual, I guess. I'm not dressed up. I'd like to thank the people who chose me for the scholarship. I'd like to thank my parents for helping make me go to Emerson. Everybody else, I hope you know who you are. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ben Johnson. I was told I'd have a minute to tell you everything there is to know about me. I'm Ben Johnson. I'm a senior here at Emerson. I have done some stuff while I've been here for 4 years. And Emerson, I think everything about me can be summed up in a song I learned once when I was little. And I'd like to sing that for you, if I could. Okay? Okay. You ready? Okay. Okay. Batman. 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 Pow. Zang. Newt. I don't know. Batman, Batman, Batman. Thank you. Okay, I think that's about all you need to know about me. Now we're going to do the next thing in our show.
Who the hell is Jobber Carlone?
John Carlin, Test.
Oh, okay, John Carlin. Hey, this is Test from the WWF, and I can't say enough good things about John Carlin. How much am I really getting paid for this, guys? Like, seriously.
John Carlin. You know I'm the Brooklyn Brawler, 18-year veteran. What are you? Jacked. You produce Jacked? Is that what you do? I really don't care. I'm never on Jacked. You pay superstars to say good things about you? What kind of person are you? Carlin, next time I see you, you're a dead man!
Yeah, we need to be serious for a second. Hey, everybody, this is Michael Cole, Jonathan Coachman, the coach from the World Wrestling Federation. We've been goofing a little bit, but we know this is a big night for Emerson College, the EVVY Awards, and John Carlin, he's very psyched about this night, and we are too for him. And you should be very proud of the fact that they have an Emerson College graduate working for the World Wrestling Federation.
Well, I got accepted at Emerson, but I decided to go to Syracuse.
Why is that?
Well, because I thought Syracuse was a better school. But obviously, with students like John Carlin coming out of Emerson, Emerson is a kick-ass college.
Absolutely, and you guys should be very proud of your night tonight. We're happy to be a part of it, and we're happy to be a part of John Carlin's life. And thank you, Emerson College and the EVVY Awards, for delivering John Carlin to the World Wrestling Federation.
And John Carlin, 2 words for you. Bill Buckner.
Well, as you can see, obviously, I made some good friends back at the WWF. That's the gratification I get. But evidently, they've forgotten who has the power to make them look good every week. They'll get theirs. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm really honored and glad to be back at Emerson. I was a 93 nominee myself, and no, I didn't win, so we don't need to talk about that anymore. But I'm very happy to be back, and just one other quick thing I wanted to say. The opening segment, I know you folks saw that with the Magic Act and the Just Incredible character. Well, just incredible is one of our wrestlers, so I'm sure that young fellow will be getting a call from the WWF next week for what we call gimmick infringement. Anyway, I'm glad to be here to present an award in the theater category. And let's take a look at the nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Theatrical Design and Technology.
Judy Crago, Amanda Wager, Lauren Merritt, James Atkins, Rina Jorbo.
And the winner is, I've always wanted to say that. Judy Crago, hold on, it's a tie, and James Atkins and Amanda Wagner. Two categories there, folks.
Wow, I really didn't expect this. I'd like to thank my family, my friends, everybody at Design Tech, Harry, Russ, Raphael and Troy in the shop, Keith, Michael, Aaron, and Nicole here at the Majestic. Everyone for pretty much believing in me and giving me the strength to believe in myself. Thank you.
Oh, okay. And for James Atkins and Amanda Wagner, I'll accept on their behalf. Thank you very much.
And now, here's Dana Powell.
I want to first thank Emerson for inviting me here. And her too. I actually have a personal connection, which I don't think anybody knows. I went here for about 2 years back in the early 70s. I don't know how that's possible, but my 16-year-old is in the audience, so I guess that's how it's possible. And it was a very different school then. I went to UCLA from here to the film school, and I can tell you, seeing what you're doing now, if I had the choice to make again, I'd stay. So I think you should all be very proud. I was asked to mention a relevant story of what it means to be nominated for an award. In 1986, while vice president of drama series at ABC, I began developing a show called 30-something. After igniting a firestorm of controversy, the show was nominated for an Emmy Award, as John Ritter said. Kind of like this evening, lots of rented tuxedos and gowns in a bigger auditorium, barely big enough, of course, to contain everybody's ego. Never in a million years did we, the kids who were running the asylum, and in Hollywood, if you're under 30, you're still a kid, did we think we'd get a prize for that show or anything else? When 30-something won, we blew the roof off that building. It was a truly glorious night, which faded not even 24 hours later. Despite our success, ABC corporate management began disapproving of our programming. Within 6 months, a cold wind blew through the network, taking me, my boss, and others with it. I tell you this story to remind you that more than ever, we live in a world which worships celebrity and fame. Too often, those of us lucky, and we are very lucky, to spend our waking hours in the world of make-believe, take ourselves far too seriously. We get caught up in competitions and awards and publicity. Now, it is a lot of fun, but it is fleeting, and it has nothing to do with why we commit ourselves to expose our stories to tell to the light of day. And maybe it's like Emily Dickinson said, fame is a fickle food upon a shifting plate, or to paraphrase George Bernard Shaw, as long as more people will go to watch a naked body than to see a naked brain, serious drama will suffer. The nominees for Best Film 1 and 2 are
Comatose, Mike Pinkney, Michael Reich, Megan Pope, Juliette Verny, and Mikahiro Miyashita. Concerto di Sessore, Mike Pinkney, Michael Reich, and Kim O'Donnell. Tiger Lily, Elizabeth Waybright. Soap Suds, Jeffrey R. Daniels. Hours Poetica, Matthew Baum, Eric Moore, Bruno Fantini, and Emily McDowell.
And the EVVY goes to Ars Poetica.
Oh my God, everyone told us to prepare stuff. I didn't prepare anything. I guess, first of all, I'd like to thank my mom and everyone up there for coming and supporting me, and my parents for co-signing the loans that got me into this school. But just thank you, everyone. Thank you, Rob, Todd, and Jonathan for all the help that they gave us in making this. And guys, go ahead.
Oh, wow, this is fantastic. I'm so glad. This is my first award acceptance speech ever. I'm so glad I go to a college that gives me a chance to practice award acceptance speeches before I go into the real world. I'd like to thank all the people who, Rob Todd, Jonathan Schwartz, Pam Corky, Steve Shipp, Steve Almond, all the people who taught me to feel comfortable doing things like nobody else seems to be doing them. And I'd also like to thank the new union at Emerson College for really caring about our education. So thank you very much.
Okay, well, everybody's pretty much thanked, all the really important people, I guess, besides our parents and whatnot. Here's 2 expensive paperweights.
Hi. First of all, I would like to thank these guys, because when I told them that we had to spend a couple of $500 on film, they put up with it. And EVVY people, because you basically taught me everything, and the Brazilian Mafia.
Yeah.
The nominees for Best TV Production under 10 minutes are
Acrobatic, No Losses, Ethan Lader. Big Daddy Sound, Good in the Hood, Ethan Lader. A True Survivor, Leah Farrell. Harvard Business School, Jessica Lowry and David Vitero. Sarah, Sean Crowley and Morgan Fold. Reflections, Beth Cornell and Kenzie Stroud.
And the EVVY goes to Sarah.
You go first. He's gonna go first.
Right. Well, yeah, clearly I have to thank Morgan, the director, obviously, for being such a bloody genius. Morgan, good God. Needless to say, this is going to go in a display case with my Medal of Honor and my Iron Cross. So that's excellent. Really happy about that. And I'd just like to thank everyone, the obvious people, my parents, all of the clearly insane people who let us shoot in their stores and businesses. And God bless. Thank you.
Hi. Hi. Clap for him. Oh God. I owe this more than anybody to my crew, but if the crew doesn't know how much I love each and every one of them, then I did a really bad job, and I don't think I did that. So instead, I want to dedicate this to 3 different women who have meant so much to me over the past year, and without whom this movie and my work here wouldn't have been possible. First, to Betsy Morgan for taking this part and playing it and winning an EVVY for it tonight in the pre-show. I love you so much, and if I could just make movies with you for the rest of my life, I would be the happiest man in the world. Thank you, Betsy. Second, to my best friend, Melissa Novak, who's here tonight, who has supported me through the past 3 years in everything that I've ever put on videotape or on film, and has been there always for me, and I couldn't have gotten here without her. And finally, to the woman in the black and red dress, who I'm going to be pompous and ask her to come up on stage right now, my mom. She's in the second row. I definitely broke Justin's rules and have gone over my 30 seconds, but I want every member of this audience to know that this is the best single mother in the world and has done such a good job raising me by herself for the past 20 years. And I can't do a darn thing with this hunk of plastic back at my camera, so this award, Mom, is for you. Happy Mother's Day. Go Evvies!
And now, here's Dana Powell.
There will be free tear ducts for anyone
Come
who
on,
needs
Mike.
them.
Hey, Dana.
We haven't got all day.
And now, here's two idiots.
This is humiliating. I'm wearing a tutu. Why isn't Dana wearing a tutu?
I'm not silly enough to be in a tutu.
You don't think this is silly? This is art.
No. Ben, this is silly. I'm wearing a tutu while I'm hosting the EVVYs.
Well, right now we're hosts ballerinas.
Your host idiots.
Hey, Peter, how about you shut your microphone off, buddy? That'd be great.
Erica. Yes. What are you doing?
I am teaching them how to Latin dance.
Right.
You gotta feel it, okay?
How
Work
come
with me.
Dana
Come
doesn't
on,
have
work
to learn
with
how to
me.
Latin dance? Why is it just us?
Because I respect Dana.
Thanks.
Are you guys ready to become sexy Latin dancers? Let's go.
Okay, wait, time out. Erica, what does tutus have to do with Latin dance?
Oh, well, the tutus were Ben's idea.
I hate you.
Why?
Because I'm wearing a tutu.
So?
So Peter Jennings doesn't wear a tutu.
Mike, my friend, you are not Peter Jennings.
Not yet, Dana Powell, not yet.
Okay, I'm a sexy Latin dancer now. I'm a survivor.
I think it's time for a little merengue.
I think it's time for the next award.
No, it's time for merengue.
No, it's
my turn to
it's time
merengue.
for
Get
the
off of
next
me.
award.
I'm merengue.
Wait! Come back here, you idiots. I'm not done with you yet. We'll be right back.
They won't be right back. I'd like to take this time to apologize to everyone, especially those of you who own those children. I'd like to apologize for that. Yeah. You know, they say the greatest of all human freedoms is choice. The freedom to choose whatever path it is you wish to take throughout this journey we call life. Anne Sweeney, Deborah Liebling, Bernadine Brandis, Kim Hamburg, they're just a handful of women who have chosen to pursue some of the most powerful and prestigious positions in Hollywood today, and we'll learn more about them in just a minute. As far as Dana goes and what she will pursue after college, well, that's the million-dollar question, let me tell you. My parents have been asking me countless times and in countless ways. Today, I stand before you, though, a woman who has come full circle. Over the years, my answer has changed. Let's see. Broadcast meteorologist, radio DJ, teacher, gynecologist. Emerson might not be the place to pursue that one, though. Now, when people ask me what it is I will pursue after college, I say, what I want more than anything, the job that I want to be most marketable for, is that of mother. And I want to be the best wife to my husband. Now, don't get me wrong. That doesn't mean I'm not going to get a job. Yeah, I'll make some cash. But I know that there is something more. There is something more. I know that because in my young life, I've been really fortunate. I've done many things. I've even held a few titles. Miss Jamaica US, Miss Junior Teen Cities of America, and most recently, Miss Massachusetts USA. But I can stand before you here today and say, none of those things define who I am. I don't have to depend on any of them for my happiness. In the words of Maury Schwartz, a man who was able to bless many through his slow death, and if you want to learn more about Maury, you can read about him in Tuesdays with Maury. It's a fabulous book. Maury said, "You don't get satisfaction from material things. No, you don't. You get them by giving others what you have to offer." What do you have to offer? I believe those words. He was on his deathbed. Believe those words. To all of the mothers in the audience tonight, happy Mother's Day. But know that every day is Mother's Day, regardless of what they say. And fathers, you too, every day is your day. So live it up. And thank you for offering all of us what you have had to give. And now let us see what these women are offering to the world of entertainment.
It is still a boys' club, and you have to be able to play with the boys.
Being a woman and being a young woman, you've got a lot against you.
There are more women coming up, and there are more women working than there have been probably ever before, but there's still fewer women than men.
One of the reasons why entertainment as an industry is successful is because it's embraced the talents of women.
My name's Carol Vitke. I'm a first assistant director in the film and television industry.
My name is Bernadine Brandis. I'm Executive Vice President for the Walt Disney Motion Picture Studio.
I'm Donna Hatton. Valeska DeFieri, and I am the Best Boy Construction Grip on Ally McBeal.
I'm the production designer on the show.
My name is Linda Corradina, and here at Oxygen I have been executive producing.
My name is Pam Jackson. I'm associate producer on Ally McBeal.
My name's Tina Gazzaro, and I'm a freelance editor and director.
My name is Alicia Lewis. I am a second assistant director.
Kelly McClure, and I'm an associate producer at Fox Sports Net.
My name's Kim Hamburg, and I'm a producer on Ally McBeal.
My name is Ann Sweeney. I'm the president of the ABC Cable Networks Group and Disney Channels Worldwide.
My name is Melissa Young.
Alexandra Milshin, and I'm a vice president of acquisition at Regency.
Currently, I have partially left the industry to produce my own film productions.
My name is Jody Thomas. I'm a second assistant director on Ally McBeal.
My name is Deborah Liebling. I'm senior vice president of original programming and development at Comedy Central.
Mindy Herman. I am president and CEO of eNetworks.
I'm Laura Zucco. I'm a producer.
If you're a young man doing what I'm doing, they don't ask you to do a lot of the same things they ask me to do. Get the coffee, get the breakfast, sweetheart, can you find this out for me?
And I'd go to the tape room and I'd have all the tape operators, you know, flirting with me or, you know, asking me to sit on their lap, literally, while I was trying to do my job.
It shouldn't happen all the time. It shouldn't happen every day. It shouldn't happen in this industry.
I don't think women should ever have to give up their femininity to break into the entertainment business.
There's nothing female about what I do. Nothing at all.
I don't want to give that up. Like, I don't want to be a boy.
I have never really perceived myself as a woman in my job.
It really has as much to do with what's inside the person than sort of the wrapping that the person comes in.
It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. You have to earn people's respect.
I think being a woman is a strength, and it should never be looked at as a weakness.
We are critical to a workforce being the best workforce it can be.
I think there is a girls' club. I know that the women that I work with, and we've worked our way up through various departments, and we definitely stick together.
I like to see women get hired because I think that many women think like I do, that when you approach your position, you sort of you're out there 90% for you, but 10% of it is for the other women who want to be in your position if they're not there yet.
For women, I think it is a business that we all should dive into.
I think a lot of women are scared also. They're scared for the next step. They're scared to fail.
Believe in yourself.
Follow whatever your dreams are and not be scared.
Don't give up.
Just go be exactly who you are and just go do exactly what you want to do.
To all those boys out there, remember, anything you can do, we can do better.
Mike. So he's got the 3, Peter, 2, 1. 7 move. Push. Keep it.
A round of applause for your hosts.
Welcome back with more EVVY-related shenanigans.
Yeah, like Ben, still wearing a tutu.
Yeah, why are you still wearing that?
Oh, because I'm still getting my groove on.
What?
Sorry.
Also, I saw that segment about the women in Hollywood, and I was very impressed.
Ben, so was I, dear, but how does that explain you still wearing a tutu?
Well, I decided to get in touch with my feminine side.
Ben, that's dumb.
Wise up, Mike! Women are taking over Hollywood.
I realize that, Ben, but you're not a woman.
Well, no, he isn't, Mike. But he kind of has a good point.
Not so sure about good.
What?
Well, okay, I think what Ben is trying to say is that men should try harder to incorporate a more empowered woman's perspective in their creative work, right, Ben?
Yeah. And it makes me look pretty.
Pretty? Pretty ugly.
Peter, your microphone. Come on.
Wait a second. I think I'm starting to have second thoughts about my tutu.
I'll bet you are.
Don't worry, dear. You'll be a responsible journalist in no time.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just put on a tutu.
Well, actually, that's not it, Ben. There's more to it than just putting on a tutu.
But women are taking over Hollywood, and women wear tutus all the time.
Well, Ben, maybe the women you know, but the women in that segment, they happen to be hardworking and dedicated to their business pursuits. Plus, they weren't wearing tutus.
So I don't have to wear a tutu.
Nobody has to wear a tutu.
I'm so confused.
Of course you are.
Of course. It means you're learning.
Are you guys confused? Okay, don't worry about it.
All right, well, if you are, it goes like this. Emerson students are allowed to produce whatever they want to while they're on this campus. They're given that freedom.
That's true, Erica, but along with that freedom comes the responsibility to represent life fairly and honestly.
Okay, and also tonight's nominees and winners, you know what? They did great technically, and they also paid attention to content, which is really important.
Yeah, and you know who else does that? The EVVY Awards themselves. The show.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Okay. Makes some sense.
Right. So now we're going to do our next thing. Peter?
Here to present the award for Best Comedy Skit, Boomtown's Rex Trailer.
Howdy, folks. How are you? Good to see you all. I'm Rex Trailer, and I teach here at Emerson, over on the other side of town, over on Beacon Street, in the TV studios. And very proud to be invited to be a presenter again this year, and very excited about all of the nominees. And they are all winners in their own right. So let's have a hand for all the nominees. Hey, buddy. All my students here. One thing I'd like to say is I'd like to call attention to the unsung heroes of this industry and here at Emerson College. Teaching in the TV studios here, one of the things that I appreciate most is equipment. Equipment that works. And in this business, equipment that works all the time is a rare commodity. And I'd like to thank Paul Beck and his entire engineering staff for keeping the studios up and running and being able to produce these wonderful videos. Okay. And by the way, talking about that, I have just been informed that new technology has been invented so that in the future, it will be unnecessary for the entire audience to sit during an entire show with spotlights shining in their eyes. And I hope it gets here soon. Okay, but I am going to say some magic words that will make the spotlights dim. The nominees for the Best Comedy Skit category are...
Number 1 fan, Clayton W. Lipari. How Will I Know? Children's Traveling All-Stars. Roto Chop, John J. Shabesta. Cold Cocked, John Ford and Matt Lundeen.
And the Emmy and the EVVY goes to Roto Chop, John Shabesta. Where's John? There he is.
Oh, God. No. Oh. I promised myself I wasn't going to do this. I want to thank my mom, my dad. I want to thank Swollen Monkey Showcase. Yeah. I want to thank God, but, you know, most of all, I want to thank Lizard Man. Part lizard, part man, all friend. People say you can't do it, and sometimes you think you can't do it, but in those times when it seems like the whole world is against you, Lizard Man was there for me with the words that I will take with me to the grave. I will never forget that was all you. That was all you. Well, thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, monkeys. Thank you, God. Thank you, Lizard Man. Thank you, everybody.
Welcome back, your hosts for the 20th Annual EVVY Awards.
Oh, hey, it's us again.
Hey, it's us again.
Peter, your mic.
Peter, sorry.
Yeah.
In this segment of our show, we're going to take a look back into 20 years of EVVY history.
That's right. The four of us are going to reenact some of the most exciting moments in the whole history of the EVVY Awards.
And we begin with a look at the very first EVVY Awards, which was an untelevised banquet scheduled or designed to honor excellence in Emerson television. And it looked a little something like this.
Hi, I'm Marty Cook.
And I'm Glenn Meehan. We made the EVVYs.
I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight.
Tonight was such a success. What do you say we do this again next year? Maybe?
Actually, I don't think we should ever do this again.
I don't know, Marty.
Oh, they are so busted. Please welcome Marty Cook, co-creator of the EVVY Awards, to present the awards for Best Script Drama and Best Graduate Television Project.
I wish I could have seen that. I wish I could see what I looked like 20 years ago. Anyways, my co-creator and fellow Emerson alumni, Glenn Meehan, could not be here tonight. I wish he could, because it's certainly a special night for us, being 20 years later. Glenn and I were talking on the phone the other day, and we were laughing at how big this event has become for the school, because what only Glenn and I know that nobody else does is that the first award show was this close to not happening
we were in a church, and we had everything set to go, and about 1 hour before all these heavy, big-name media people were about to arrive, somebody said these horrifying words, "Daylight savings." And we looked up at the church, which was total windows, and we had monitors everywhere, and the sun was not going to go down for us, and so we realized that people weren't going to be able to see any of the students' work. Well, being a neurotic producer, I got a brown paper bag and began to hyperventilate. Glenn, on the other hand, saved the show. He went to the dorms and he asked everybody for blankets, jeans, sweatshirts, and he got a bunch of guys and they climbed up onto the church roof and covered the windows so that, you know, Mr. Sun would not come through and wreck our show. And the poor reverend came out and saw all these college boys up on his church, and I believe it's the first and last time I ever heard a minister curse. But that's how the show almost didn't happen. In any case, what I'd like to say to everybody, Glenn and I had a vision for this show 20 years ago, and our philosophy for it was basic. We believe that art needs to be seen and hard work and talent needs to be recognized. And so I say to you guys, from Glenn and from myself, from everybody for the last 20 years, from the faculty and administration down to all the producers and all the people who have worked on this show, Glenn and I thank you, not just for keeping our vision alive, but for every year making it bigger and better. We're very grateful to you. Thank you. Okay, moving on to the good stuff. The nominees for the Best Script in Drama category are
Natureville, Mark Belleci. Wind of Change, Mark Belleci. After the Fall, Matt McQuaid. Exhale, Ethan Lader. The Merchant, Gabriel Rossi.
And the winner is Gabriel Rossi.
Wow, this feels so good. This is to all the agents who gave me crappy coverages on this script. First of all, I want to say hi to my mom and dad, my little brother and sister who are watching online right now. I got it. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for helping me get to this school, all the sacrifices you make. I want to thank everybody on the EVVYs. You guys are amazing. I've learned so much from all of you. You guys know who you are. You guys rock. Golly, this feels great. I worked so hard on this, and I want, lastly, to thank my father. This is for you, Dad. This is for you, and you know what I mean.
Me again. And the nominees for Best Grad TV category are
Music Box, Pablo A. Barredo. Messenger Bach, Errol Oslevy. Varying Art, Jennifer Rue.
And the EVVY goes to Music Box, Pablo Barreto.
I'm just waiting for my dad, so. I hope you guys don't hate me, but I actually prepared a speech just in case, because last year, you know, I had to pee, so. And I'm such a wreck now, I think I'm gonna start crying, but I'd like to start by thanking my parents, for they have been the only two teachers who have taught me something valuable in life. From them, I've learned to be strong and to never ever let anyone bring me down. This past year has been such an emotional roller coaster. I spent a year living and breathing Music Box, and its creative process has been such an enlightening experience for me. 30 people were involved in the making of this project, and to you, I want to thank you for your incredible help and support. Working with you was the best thing that could happen to me. I have been blessed. To you students, I have been the one opening the door to the high-definition revolution. Never ever dare to close it. Beto and Mike, thank you for bringing in so much creativity and hard work. I am forever at your feet. Last but not least, my 3 little kids, Leah, Sean, and Costa, thank you for showing me a new side of life. You guys are gonna be my successors. Pete, I will always adore you. Team DPL, my friends, simply thank you. I love you all.
And we're back with more EVVY history.
Thanks, Marty. So after Glenn and Marty, the show grew larger each year.
And by 1991, the EVVYs expanded to award not only excellence in television, but in all aspects of communications, like this.
And the EVVY goes to Henry Winkler.
Hey!
And the EVVY goes to Stephen Wright.
I once met a woman with a fake leg and a real foot.
And the EVVY goes to Dennis Leary.
And in 1991, the EVVYs moved from Marty Cook's basement to right here in the Emerson Majestic Theater. Kind of an easy reenactment to pull off. It looked like this.
Whoa, it's 1991 and we're in the Majestic.
Whoop, there it is.
Super awesome.
Thanks. And the very next year, the EVVY Awards competed as a television show in the National Telly Awards, one of the most sought-after award shows in the television, video, and commercial industry. And something like this went down.
I, the president of the American Broadcasting Corporation, think we have this year's Telly Awards all wrapped up. Nobody can stop ABC, nah!
Sir, I've got terrible news.
Bad news? Is it related to the Telly Awards?
Yeah, we have to compete against the EVVY Awards.
No!
We won.
Oh! No! In 1997, the EVVYs expanded yet again, this time to the World Wide Web.
The 16th annual EVVY Awards were broadcast live across the globe over the internet, and it looked a little something like this.
It worked. And the very next year, the EVVYs, well, they tried something new and ambitious, a show within a show.
That was last year. I wrote that show last year. I don't know if you saw it. It was very confusing, and basically I had all of the hosts killed off so I could take over the show. If you didn't see it, that wasn't funny. Okay.
Right, Ben. And then for the 20th annual EVVY Awards, well, we went back to a more traditional format, which I'm sure we all remember.
Dana?
Yeah?
This is the 20th annual EVVY Awards.
Silly. That's why we all remember it.
You guys, we remember it, and this is it. What will the future hold for the EVVY Award? Who knows, but it could look a little something like this.
Hi, I'm Clone Mike Garrity.
And I am Clone Ben Johnson. Welcome to the 200th Annual EVVY Awards, coming to you live from space.
Outer space.
So as you can see, we are really silly here at Emerson. And every year, as years go by, we have an opportunity to excel and achieve and evolve in new ways.
Presenting the awards for Best Still Image and Best MA202 project, please welcome Bill Polo, photo editor for the Boston Globe, and Tim Estilos from WB56.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Tim Estilos, reporter for WB56. For those of you keeping track now, we're about a little more than halfway through the program tonight, so it seems like a good time to ask, how are you enjoying the show? I'll take that as a yes. This is my second year being a presenter for the EVVY Awards, and I want to tell you it only gets better each time because it's an opportunity to see some great up-and-coming talent here in our business, and the nominees and the winners, both, are the future of our business, and from here the future looks very bright. Now I'll turn it over to my associate, Bill Polo.
I'm Bill Polo. I'm with the Boston Globe. I've been a still photographer for 25 years, and I'm proud to present the Still Image Award. The nominees are
Raven on the Rock, Gretchen Helene Harsheimer. Uncertainty, Karen Ruiz. Grandma Fights Back, Ian Grant. Wind Change, Leslie Joseph. Man on Train, Ari Haas. Taj Mahal, Ari Haas.
and the EVVY goes to Raven on the Rock.
Again, we're going to have to accept this award on behalf of the people that put this show together, particularly the dancers and the lighters. Thank you.
Our next award is for the Best MA202 Final Project. And the nominees for Best MA202 Final Project category are
My Lady, My Fair, Anthony DeBlasi and Dave Stevenson. Apology, James Hall and Philip Stockton. Film Class, Mike Gabissert. The Pinnacle, Sean Bradley.
And the winner is The Pinnacle, Sean Bradley.
You too, Jess. All right, I really did not expect to be up here right now. There's a couple people I'd like to thank. First off, my pre-show staff for everything that they made happen earlier tonight. Leah and Pablo for their help and input in my project. It means so much. Mika for his die-hard acting job. Jess Jordan for making this year the most unbelievable one of my life. I love you, Jess. Pete for his hard lessons and encouragement, and especially my mother and father for always supporting my goals. Thank you, guys. I'd like to dedicate this award to my cousin Ben, who passed away a few weeks ago. Thank you very much.
And the nominees for Best Audio Project category are
What Step Next, Catherine Ulysses. Dreams, Sarah Spencer. Terror in Control, Matthew Croto. WERS Jazz Oasis Promo, Simon Retner.
And the winner for Best Audio Segment is... Suspense is killing me, isn't it? What Step Next? Catherine Lissy.
What a great night. This is so wonderful. Thank you to the entire EVVY organization, to the EVVY judges, and to Emerson College for making this opportunity available to all of us students to have our work seen and critiqued by industry professionals. This is wonderful. To my family and to my dear friend Franny, thank you very much.
Please welcome WBCN DJ and Promotions Director, Chachi LaPrente.
Thank you very much. Earlier today, we had the pleasure of having a very private, invitation-only pre-show awards. And we had a very small group, and we awarded some awards prior to the show, and then we all went over the Four Seasons and had some drinks. But we're going to announce those winners right now. But first, I want to recognize a student that didn't win tonight. I met him a couple of hours ago on the corner at Tremont and Boylston wearing a wool suit. That was very interesting in 95-degree weather. Jason Grossman is a student that deserves recognition. Seems to be very popular with the other students. So, on behalf of WBCN and myself, Chachi, I come here every year to make some award presentations. Now let's look at our pre-show winners. And the winner of the Best Print Reporting, Rising Rents, Closing Doors, Aditi Guha. And the winner of the Best Comedy Script, Lost Toy by Daniel Schechter. And the winner of the Best TV Reporter Package, Colleen Bradley reporting in Boston, Colleen Bradley. And the winner of the Outstanding Audition, Emily Holleran, Talk Before Sleep. And the winner of the Outstanding Performance for Television, Video, and Film, Betsy Morgan, for Sarah. And the winner of Best Director for TV News, Alicia Carlson, for EIV News. And the winner of the Best Multi-Camera Director, Ken Reynolds, Musicians Wanted, featuring 3-Day Threshold. And the winner of the Best Television Production between 10 and 30 minutes, 8, by Rodolphe Plurides and Artur Kovic. And the winner of Best Advanced Film, Comatose, Mike Pinkney, Michael Reich, Megan Pope, Juliette Bernie, and Mikahiro Miyashita. And the winner for Best Visual Effects for Video and Film, Music Box by Pablo A. Barredo.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the EVVYs would like to present Elizabeth Carbonell, recipient of Best Vocal Performance, singing A New Life.
A new life, what I wouldn't give to have a new life. One thing I have learned as I go through life, nothing is for free along the way. A new start, that's the thing I need to give me new heart. Have a chance in life to find a new part. Just a simple role that I can play. A new hope, something to convince me to renew hope. A new day, bright enough to help me find my way. A new chance, one that maybe has a touch of romance. Where can it be, the chance for me? A new dream, I have one I know that very few dream. I would like to see that overdue dream, even though it never may come true. A new love, though I know there's no such thing as true love. Even so, although I never knew love, still I feel that one dream is my due. A new world, this one thing I want to ask of you, world, once before it's time to say adieu, world, one sweet chance to prove the cynics wrong. A new life, more and more I'm sure as I go through life, just to play the game and to pursue life, just to share its pleasures and belong. That's what I've been here for all along. Each day's a brand new life.
Still to come in the 20th Annual EVVY Awards, Emerson alumna Marina Giordano, Margaret Lazarus, Diane Diercole, and the presentation of this year's Alumni Award of Distinction.
Hi, I'm Gary Cormier, class of '97.
Hi, I'm Mike Duffy, Emerson class of 1996.
Hi, I'm Laura Zucco.
I'm Chad Murphy, class of '97.
Hi, my name is Taz Goldstein. I was involved at the EVVYs 1988 and '89.
And I worked on the EVVY Awards in 1988.
Joe Einstein, class of 1999.
Rob Payne, I graduated in 1992.
Hi, I'm Jim Oleski. I was executive producer of the 15th Annual EVVY Awards back in 1996.
I'm Opus. 2 years ago, I was writing and hosting the EVVY Awards, and now I'm out here in California where I wash poodles for a living and subsist off of a diet of cat food.
I'm currently the post-producer for Survivor the Australian Outback.
Since graduating, I have opened up a number of small companies. I actually had a company called Glyphix for about 3 years doing motion video, graphics for show opens and commercials and things like that.
I was a technical director at WHDH in Boston, the NBC station there for just over 5.5 years before I came out here to LA.
I'm now working on the next biggest show in television, which is the Academy Awards.
Now I'm a documentary television producer.
I'm now a freelance film production manager here in the New York City area.
The only reason why I'm here today is from my experience working on the EVVY Awards. It was a major part of my 4 years at Emerson.
The EVVYs really helped a lot, basically bringing new technologies together.
Working on the EVVYs, honestly, was just about the realest bit we ever did at school. I mean, it was the real deal.
And now I'm living proof that you could actually graduate Emerson College with a film degree and get a paid job in the film industry, and you don't even have to live in LA.
Hard work and dedication to what you want to do is the way to get there. Enjoy your loose sight well, and try not to win any more than 2 of them, because otherwise they're just kind of hard to hold.
You're watching EVVY News 4. Mike Garrity, Dana Powell, and me, your God Voice, Peter McKay.
Thank you, God Voice. If you're just joining us, you're watching the 20th Annual EVVY Awards.
The largest student-produced award show in America. In our top story tonight...
Sorry to cut in this show, Stan. Emerson students, they're awesome.
Awesome is right, Mike, and we... Okay, all right, cut. Are we supposed to be Los Angeles cheesy or serious in this news bit?
The script just says LA style.
Okay, all right, we can do that. I can do Los Angeles cheesy. All right, LA cheesy, take 1 in 3, 2, 1. Awesome is right, Mike. We here at the EVVYs are working hard to give you up-to-the-minute coverage on student work.
Today's focus, the EVVY Awards.
A show by the EVVYs for the EVVYs in the EVVYs.
Now, Dana and I are broadcast journalism majors, and we can't go for more than an hour without producing some sort of news.
That's right, Mike, we can't. It's like a drug. So why don't we go to our roving EVVY reporter, Erica Morel. Erica, with our last year's host. Erica?
We're here with the hosts of last year's show, the 19th Annual EVVY Awards. And they're just going to give us a little idea of what it was like to host last year's show.
I had a great time last year. I made a lot of friends, and it kind of was like an accumulation of working on the EVVYs, and I guess you could say it was like the cherry on the cake.
Well, I just want to say that
you don't know what you're doing. You are such a bad reporter. I know, because I won last year.
Well, I had a great time hosting the EVVYs last year. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad new people are doing it this year.
I'm glad that I'm not a part of it this year, because it was a lot of work, and let some other kids play, because I'm finished.
What I have to say for the EVVYs right now is that I hate Ben Johnson.
But I just wanted one more chance at doing my song.
I think Dana and Mike and you, Erica, you should all get together and kill him off the show. Yeah, so he can get a taste of his own medicine. All right? I hate you, Ben.
Last year, I was playing my song, and then Mike Lawley cut me off all of a sudden. Right when I was rocking, I was like, rock, 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 you're gonna die, rock, you're gonna die.
Please let me host the EVVYs.
Hey.
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 Okay, 1, 2, ready, go. Hey! Good luck with this year's host.
Oh, you did EVVYs.
Our thanks to reporter Erica Morel.
Yeah, that's the kind of reporting I'm talking about. Now let's go to our EVVY correspondent, Ben Johnson. Ben, with a report on some of our most important demographic. Ben?
Ellie Cheesy?
Oh, that's right, Dana. I'm here in the audience. They are the most important part of the communication process. Our audience tonight has so far sat through about an hour of the best Emerson has to offer in the form of the 20th Annual EVVY Awards. For more expert commentary on the subject, I'd like to turn to Charlotte Bryan, my grandmother.
I'm gonna kill you.
Grandmother, what do you think of the show so far? Are you enjoying yourself?
It's wonderful. Just wonderful.
Thank you, Grandmother Peanut. I love you. Okay, back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Ben, for that moving report. So, as you can see, we here at Emerson, we work so hard to give you, the audience, whatever it is you want.
And also whatever we have a desire to communicate. Right now, for more expert commentary, we turn to 7 News anchor Randy Price. Randy.
Thanks, Mike. Coming up on 7 News at 11 tonight, we've been checking our sources and we found that Emerson students actually are pretty good. That's coming up on 7 News at 11. Mike, back to you.
Thanks, Randy.
Absolutely brilliant, Randy. Absolutely brilliant. So I guess our work really does lead to professional recognition.
You bet, Dana. And in the 4 years that a student spends here at Emerson, they're encouraged to do exactly whatever it is that drives them.
That's right. Be it the news,
Or interviewing my grandmother for a cheap laugh and sentimental value.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight. Good night.
And Godspeed.
As one of the people who put 7 News on the air every day of the week here, I'd like to say that it's been my pleasure to work with many talented Emerson alumni. One of them happens to be one of my favorite associate directors here, Marina Giordano, who is about to offer some of the video awards tonight. Would you please give her a warm round of applause?
Thanks, Jeff. I'm glad he dressed for the occasion. I'm Marina Giordano. I'm a director and associate director at 7 News here in Boston. First of all, I want to say what a great job all the crew and especially the director, Mike Torriello, is doing tonight. Round of applause for them. I know exactly what they're going through because I worked on the EVVY Awards every year I was here and I directed my senior year. So, Mike, I know what you're going through. Hang in, it's almost over. I'd like to also present the awards for Best Video Editor. The nominees are
Stone Cold Killers, Todd Strauss-Schulson. After the Fall, Gregory R. Krupka. About a Dream, Marcelo Andrade. Sarah, Morgan Fole and David Vitero. Acrobatic, No Losses, Ethan Lader.
And the winner for Best Video Editor is Morgan Fole and David Vitero. Sarah.
Wow. Yeah, so I'm not going to cry on all of you again, and I'll go first this time. I guess I should thank the crew this time. Sean Crowley for producing, Jake Capistron for shooting, Dave for gaffing and editing, Amy Kola for doing a great job ADing, Lyndon Walbert for ACing, and Nicole Suzuki on audio. I think that was my whole crew. If I forgot anybody, kill me after the show. In all seriousness, I think it's really awesome that we come to a school where, you know, kids have the opportunity to do a project like I did this one, not for a class or anything, just because we wanted to do it. And there's a freshman up here on stage winning an award with me for Best Video Editor. He's a freshman. You don't get that at other schools. Thank you, Emerson. Thank you, EIV. Thank you, EVVYs.
First of all, I'd like to thank my parents. They've encouraged me all along the way, and they haven't stopped me. And thank you. And Morgan, you're a great director, great friend. Thank you. Thanks to everybody.
And to Todd. Todd, you rule. Todd Strauss-Schulson.
I wish my mom was here so I could bring her up here and thank her. Okay, next category, the nominees for Best Videography are
Canned Heat, Roberto Carminati. Acrobatic, No Losses, Ethan Lader. Big Daddy Sound, Good and to Hood, Ethan Lader. After the Fall, Gregory R. Krupka.
And the EVVY goes to Roberto Camerati, Canned Heat.
First of all, I have to thank Pablo for giving me the opportunity to work with him, and the entire cast and crew, especially Laura and Nate and Mike Drinkwater, and my family, my mom, my dad, my brother Charles and Lorenzo, and then I have to thank Pete for being such a great boss and a great teacher. And then I just want to say that there's only one feeling that's better than winning an EVVY, and that's being part of the EVVYs. And I'd like to congratulate the crew, especially Torello, for doing such a great job. And thank you very much.
The Alumni Award of Distinction is Miss Catherine Meinhardt, playwright, director, and actress, and recipient of the Barrymore Award for Lifetime Achievement in Theater and Outstanding Theater Artist of Pennsylvania. Miss Meinhardt will be speaking on behalf of her late husband, Dan Loonsberry, a former professor here at Emerson, and an Emmy Award-winning producer. Please welcome Miss Meinhardt.
Thank you. Dana introduced me by my professional name, but here in Boston, and especially at Emerson, I'm known as Kitty Lounsbury, the wife of the late Dan Lounsbury, a very much beloved figure here at Emerson, a teacher that had so many devoted students. And that's the reason I'm here tonight, to honor Kevin Bright. And my husband often said, he had a brilliant career before he came to Emerson, but he often said, one of the happiest times of his life was teaching the students at Emerson College. And those students always remembered him, and one who always remembered him was Kevin Bright. And he was a very special student. And I remember being at Claudia and Kevin's wedding, and as the happy couple came up the aisle, Dan leaned over to me and said, there's somebody who's going to make it big in this business. And indeed, he did make it big in this business. When they sent me Kevin's bio and all his credits, I thought, oh my word, do I have to read all of this tonight? Well, I'll take up the whole evening. But then they assured me I didn't have to read it, that it was in the program and you all could read it. But I often thought afterwards, this was so exciting for Kevin, and it was exciting for me to be able to present him. And this is a very special evening, and I hope that you all love Kevin as much as everybody did when he was here at college. And I often think, too, of those days when there was such a struggle, and then Kevin made such a success of his life. And I think of that success and all those honors that came to him, and especially I know all producers and directors and actors hate to be associated with just one show that they did in their career, but after all, what would we all do without Friends? I mean, we all watch it, and so many people that's given such joy and laughter to over the years. 7 years on the air. That's incredible. I think it'll go on forever, and I hope it does. I'm sure you all hope it does too. But the thing that impresses me most about Kevin is the grace with which he has handled his success, his loyalty to his college, his devotion to his teacher and mentor, asking me to do this presentation, his warmth and generosity of spirit. We honor you, Kevin, and we love you, and we're proud of you, and so is Dan. And now we'll see some clips of Kevin with some of his friends in the field.
You know, television is a funny business. It's a business where everyday superlatives are tossed around in a cavalier and often thoughtless manner. In fact, it seems you can't pick up a newspaper or the entertainment section of a newspaper or a trade magazine these days without hearing where somebody's being hailed as a genius, just a genius. But I think all of us here tonight can agree that the term genius has never been more aptly applied than in the case of Ray Charles. Kevin Bright is a big fan of Ray Charles. He has all his albums, and I'm sure if Ray watches television, which I'm not sure of, I'm sure if he does watch TV, he loves Kevin's work.
Kevin, congratulations on this great award, and all of us at NBC are very proud of you and always is proud to be associated with someone with your talent, so congratulations on a great night tonight.
We first met Kevin 12 years ago.
12 years and several pounds ago.
When we were starting to do Dream On the pilot of Dream On. And when we first met him, we thought, oh my God, this guy is an amazing producer.
We sort of have a little secret for you.
He does more than that. He pretty much does everything.
Hey, Kevin, it's Ron Reagan. Well, it's about time that your old alma mater, Harvard University, has given you this recognition. No?
You went to Emerson.
Oh, God, I could have sworn you went to Harvard. Didn't you say that? Congratulations, Kevin. And does this mean we can call you doctor now?
All right, Kevin.
Yay, Kevin.
Congratulations on your alumni award.
Of distinction.
Of distinction.
Yeah. In the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, you rock, Kev. Yeah.
Who's that?
He's a famous poet.
Famous, huh? Never heard of him. Go, Kevin!
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Congratulations. Really?
Okay.
Right on, Kev.
Congratulations, Kevin.
We're very proud of you.
Yeah. Do you have time to be there, though?
I remember Kevin told me that he was watching Saturday Night Live several years before In Living Color came on, and he said to himself, he said, if I could get some black people to do this, I'd make $1 million. By golly, he did. Kevin, here's to you from your one Negro friend. Congratulations on your Emmy.
A lot of people know about your many accomplishments, but they probably don't remember that you once executive produced a talk show with me. We called it the Ron Reagan Show, but you know, a lot of people ought to know that you were really a tremendous part of that show, and it could have been the Kevin Bright Show. And having acknowledged that now, I hope that I can find work in the industry again. Congratulations, Kevin. We love you.
My name's Greg. I'm one of the executive producers on Friends and one of the writers. And I've known Kevin since I was 19, which is about 14 years now. When I was working for him when I was very young, one of my jobs was in charge of making sure his bathroom had toilet paper in it. And that's why I have this Post-it that says, Greg, where's my fucking toilet paper? Love, Kevin. And I called ahead and make sure all the bathrooms there had toilet paper in them. If they don't, it's not my fault. Please don't fire me.
We love you.
We do. We love you. By the way, the studio, he built it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah. Warner Brothers. Yeah.
Thanks to Kevin, whose door was always open, who was always willing to stay up and hang, and who is just an all-around really good guy in every way. And what a cool thing this happened to you. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. Love you. Bye.
And now would you welcome Kevin Bright?
Before I get going, I'd like to prompt, I guess, what would be this evening's first standing ovation. And no, it's not my vanity, it's not for myself, but is it not amazing what this group of students has put together for tonight? The hosts, everybody involved in this thing. Really, you should give it up for them. It's incredible. It really is. Let them all see it. They're inside. They can't really tell. Dana, Mike, Erica, Ben, get out here, all of you doing this tonight. You deserve this. Them. They did the work. I was really excited to hear about this award because, you know, after all, I am a woman in television. And we do it better. And no, the real reason I was excited was because for 7 years I've had this little speech for the Emmys in my pocket that I've never been able to use. At the Emmys, like the EVVYs, you're allowed 40 seconds, well, 30 here, but 40 seconds there. And then I was told that this was actually supposed to be a 5-minute segment. So I said, uh-oh. But fortunately, Bill Thomason was lurking nearby. And he happened to have another speech that he said I could use for the occasion. So first of all, how you doing? When I graduated from Emerson in 1976, I took many things with me. When I left Boston, I took my dog Kamala, who attended every class at Emerson with me. And again, sorry about those times when she would leave a little something behind in the classroom for you. I took my roommate and best friend, Jeff Schwadock, who lives in LA today and is still my best friend. I took my then girlfriend, Claudia Wilsey, who 25 years later is my wife. Yeah, she finally talked me into it. And she gave me the two most important people in my life, my twin sons, Justin and Zachary. Stand up, mom and sons, they're here. And finally, I took with me my student loan, which continued to remind me of Emerson up until 1986. But there would have been no Emerson in my life without my mom and dad, Jackie and Shirley Bright, who are also here tonight. Stand up, mom and dad, come on. By the way, my dad has volunteered to fill any time I have left over, and my mom has volunteered to stop him. As you saw from the introductory piece, I have been very blessed to work with a large group of extraordinarily talented people who have had a profound effect on my life and my career. I first want to thank Joe Cates, who hired a 21-year-old gopher out of college and decided to keep me around for 7 years, giving me my first job as a producer. I want to thank my partners, David Crane and Marta Kaufman, for their talent, their support, and most of all, the unforgettable experience of us working together on Dream On and Friends. Also, I'd like to thank my favorite friend, Matt LeBlanc, his mom, family, and friends who still live here in Boston area. I thank them not so much because of what they have meant to my career and my life, but just because they're actually able to see this telecast this evening. I stand here today before you, the next generation of television and filmmakers and performers, humble, proud, and full of gratitude. So I want to thank the EVVY committee, all of you, whoever you may be, President Jackie Liebergott and Amy Berkeley Sullivan for bringing me back home to Emerson. When I started this speech about 4 minutes and 30 seconds ago, I mentioned a lot of things I took with me from Emerson, but I left out the two most important things: a passion for my craft and a dream to one day succeed as a television producer and director. There's an old Jewish saying, every day you should leave home with two pieces of paper in your pocket. On one write, I am nothing but a speck of dust. And on the other one write, the world was created for me. This balance in life, for those of you who are graduating, the balance between desire and giving, between ego and respect. Hopefully this will create the opportunity for you to realize your dreams, and may they also come true. Finally, I'd like to thank the man who gave that balance to my life, my teacher, my mentor, my friend, Emerson Professor Dan Lounsbury. I dedicate this award to him. Thank you.
Welcome editors Diane Diocole and Alex Shavani to present the Best Film Editor and Best Cinematography Awards.
Hi, I guess I'm going to go first. My name is Alec. I work for MTV right now. I worked on 4 EVVY shows in my time here at Emerson. And since then, I've had the privilege, after having left the college, maybe 4 times make it back to the show in, say, 7 years. I say privilege and honor because this is a special show. And I want to take just a little time to tell you a short story, tiny anecdote about why I think it's a special show. 14 months ago, students began working on this year's show. 14 months. 3 days ago, they entered this theater to build and light and rehearse and practice the show that you see here tonight. Yesterday, after about 14 hours in this theater, after 3 full dress rehearsals, the students, the cast and crew gathered here at the front of the stage, spilling right into the audience, to discuss how they could make their show better between then and now, just in 16 so hours. And after they did their various talking about technical and creative issues, they solved everything they wanted to solve. And one student raised his hand. He was a dancer, and he told about how he had just recently lost his wallet in the dining hall. Happens all the time, right? He discovered his wallet later, and it was missing several $100s. Okay. So he made the typical futile plea to fellow students: had you seen anything that happened? Can you help me get my money? This was his airfare home. Well, and the faculty advisor likewise made the plea that you've heard from any teacher about, come on guys, twist the arm, can you please help out here? And once, probably nobody had anything to do with it from the show. So one crew member, actually a cast member, raised her hand, and she had a suggestion: pass the hat around. Maybe out of the 100 or so people gathered here, we could get the $2 or $3 each to help pay for this airfare. Well, it's a typical story, but it doesn't end there. The special moment comes as the hat's getting passed around and it's filling up with cash. I noticed that several people have tears in their eyes. In particular, the director of the show, sitting here at the front of the stage, a 20-something-year-old male, tears in his eyes. Doesn't happen to males that often, or they don't like it to be seen publicly. At any rate, I can't tell you honestly why emotion came to him at that point and for others, but I can project, and this is what I have to say about that. He, 3-4 months ago, perhaps at the beginning of the year, dreamed of directing the EVVYs. He maybe saw the show when he first came to Emerson 2 or 3 years ago and wondered if he could direct the EVVYs. And he spent all this time and effort trying to make as good a show as possible. But beyond just him, we had lighting designers and set designers who created a magnificent set and lighting for the show to take place in. You had students build a TV control room from ground level, from scratch, to make the show. Dancers worked their tails off, performing for weeks and months to present to you dances. Writers wrote, editors edited. Students worked hard. And what I don't think, they all shared a common dream of making the best show that they could. What they didn't realize was that in the process, they had built for themselves a community, something larger and more glorious than its component parts. When they were each willing to donate just a couple of dollars to a fellow student to help him get home, they showed the kind of family that they had built for themselves. And after all the blood, the sweat and the tears, the hope and the efforts, they had also dreamed themselves into being better human beings. And I think that's what it's all about. It's awesome to behold. I'm always privileged to come back here and see students pour their hearts into a production. And so that's what I wanted to say. I'm an editor, and I would happily edit most of that down, but for now, the nominees for Best Film Editor category are
David Lebensfeld, The Establishment. Drew Bayers, On a School Day. Adam Finman and Mike Reich, A Quick Fix. David Lebensfeld, 7 Days to Change. Mike Pinkney, Michael Reich, and Kim O'Donnell, Concerto di Cesare.
And the winner for Best Film Editor is David Lebensfeld, The Establishment.
Don't touch the microphones. Okay. Wow, this is a little nerve-wracking. I prepared a speech. Balance and sacrifice work hand in hand when manipulating time. Every one of these nominees sacrificed a piece of their lives to the opportunity cost of becoming great. But to me, and I'm sure to all the other names announced in tonight's show, it is worth it. To be recognized by your peers, your mentors, and even strangers far supersedes a letter on a piece of paper or even a cumulative average. This award stands for the opportunity costs, the all-nighters, the missed parties, and the late papers. This award also stands for the people that got me here. All my friends, you're my support. The Emerson College Film Department. The hardworking crew of the EVVYs. Good work, guys. Dad and Peg, Grandma, Grandpa, and Papa. My brothers, Rob, Mike, and Jared. My inspirers, Todd, Chad, Hannah, and Matt. Definitely wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys. But most of all, this is for my father, Stephen. I love you, Dad.
Hello, my name's Diane Dracoli, and I'm crew chief editor at the 10 o'clock news on WB 56 here in Boston. And I'm also another one of the proud Emerson alumni who is really overwhelmed by this whole presentation. I also teach video editing seminars at Emerson for the broadcast journalism department, so I'm very familiar with a lot of the nominees and the winners, and I'm happy to say that I have seen some of my students win here tonight. So that's great. It's a great feeling to me. So what I'd like to say is I also myself have won an Emmy Award, one of the New England Emmys, so I know what an important night it is for all of you who were nominated and who do win. So with that said, I'd like to say that the nominees for Best Cinematography are
Comatose, Juliette Verny. Silent Pictures, Morgan Fole and Jacob Capistron. Reflection, Leah Stenson. Circle of Seven, Silas Tyler.
And the winner for Best Cinematographer is Silas Tyler, Circle of Seven. Well, I guess I get to accept the award for Silas Tyler. Congratulations.
To present the awards for Best Documentary and Best Single Camera Director, please welcome Academy Award-winning documentarian Margaret Lazarus.
It's so inspiring to be in a room with so many hardworking, energetic, focused, fantastic people. I'm truly overwhelmed, and thank you for all the work you're doing, and thank you for the work that you're gonna do. I know it's gonna be great. I'm very honored to present in the documentary category because I love to. I'm so grateful to be able to honor people who share a passion for nonfiction, who share a passion for reality. So, with that said, and the nominees for Best Documentary, in the Best Documentary category are
Bid Me Run, Louis Feuchtig. Messenger Bach, Errol Levy. In the Blood, Jill Sullivan.
And the winner is Messenger Bach, Errol O'Levy.
Thank you so much to the jury. I mean, I didn't prepare a speech for that. I need that I'm so appreciative to my mom, who is the woman of my life, serious, and she was here last year, and luckily I was nominated again, but I couldn't win, and I want to win that so much because she was right next to me. I want to give it to her. This year, she's not here with me, and she's been away for like 8 years. And I know it's very important for her to see, seeing her son getting something and being appreciated. And this is for my mom, and I love you, Mom, so much. And I want to thank to Samuel Bach and Bernard Parker and my friends Eyal and Ipek. Thank you so much.
Now I'm going to present the award for the nominees for Best Single Camera Director. And as someone who's had to do some directing, I know how hard it is, and every one of you deserve some praise. The nominees for Best Single Camera Director in the category are
Mark Belleci, The Dare. Mike Pinkney, Mike Reich, and Kim O'Donnell, Concerto di Sessore. Louis Feuchtig, Bid Me Run. Marcelo Andrade, About a Dream. Todd Strauss-Schulzen, The Establishment. Jared McCary, Circle of Seven.
And the winner is Todd Strauss-Schulzen for The Establishment.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm really glad I got this one, but let me explain why. At the beginning of the year, Andrew Millington, who was my film advisor and sort of the head of the Panavision and Kodak projects that allowed us to make this movie, gave me the honor and the opportunity to write and direct this project. And It really meant a lot to me, and I hope that this year's worth of work has proven to him that he made a decent choice. And everyone else that worked on the project, I gotta name everybody. Pre-production, Jessica Donheimer is brilliant and worked on the EVVYs. Jason Bronowski, I love you, I guess. And Jared McCary, especially, who did a fantastic job putting everything together. Also, Silas Tyler, who taught me an incredible amount about lighting and shooting a movie, who just won for Circle. He's an incredible DP. During the shoot, all the actors, Hannah Stifel, but the movie never would have gotten finished in time for the EVVYs or in time for the screening without Chad Gessen, David Lebensfeld, who just won, Matt, who's up there by the camera, and Hannah. So we worked our asses off, and thank you all so much for giving me this award. I hope you like it.
Well, it's over.
It's almost over.
Yes, it is. And if you guys on the tours will notice, the Emerson Majestic Theater is a wonderful example of the Beaux Arts style of architecture. It says it on the front of the building. Beaux Arts is characterized by a natural style.
Ben?
Yeah?
Is this gonna take long? I really wanna cover the after parties. I gotta go.
Dana, before we go our separate ways, let's just say goodbye to everyone.
Okay, bye. Well, goodbye.
Yeah, bye.
Wait.
What?
Hey, guys. I just want to apologize for my mic, and so I talked to the executive producers, and they said you could have these. Dana gets the award for Most Awesome Broadcast Journalism Major.
Okay, all right. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, I just want to say to the judges at the Miss USA pageant this past February, who didn't put me in the top 10, read it and weep. I hear recount. Thanks.
Wow. Hey, Peter, what about me? I'm a broadcast journalism major.
Well, Mike, you get the award for Best EVVY Trophy Presenter.
This is a very emotional moment. I'd like to thank my parents and my aunts and uncles who are in the audience tonight. I'd like to thank all of my fellow hosts and all the cast and crew of the EVVYs and Pete Giovanni and all my brothers from Fly Off the Top.
Can we get the thugs out to shut him up?
And I'd also like to thank Elian Gonzalez and President Clinton for some
thugs?
great news this past year.
Where's the thugs?
Really like
Can
to
somebody
thank-
Hey, Ben, you get the award for Funniest Tour Guide.
All right.
No, awesome! You guys, no, you guys, and you guys.
And last but not least, Erica, you get the award for Best Latin Dancer named Morel.
Right. Poor Bobby Morrell.
Bobby Morell's upset.
Well, there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed those, but just keep them out of the sun because they're chocolate.
Thanks, Peter. I need to gain a little weight anyway. Thanks.
Hey, Mike, where are you going?
I'm going to go hug my parents.
Okay.
Thanks a lot for coming.
Well, actually, Mike, speaking of hugging, I really want to go hug some people at the after parties. I need a job. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Oh my God, this is delicious, this EVVY. Oh, I should finish up my tour. Great working with you, Erica. Why don't you follow me? You may notice to your right, Mike Garrity is crying like a little brat.
Wait.
What? Oh, hug me, yeah.
No. You have to take the stage with you.
Oh, right, I'll take that too. Hey, Tor, can you get the podium? Thanks.
And so the children went back to work. That very night, they dreamed of sugar plums and Latin dance, hoping someday to be wealthy enough to give money to the Emerson College Annual Fund.
Yo voy caminando a la montaña donde nací. Yo voy caminando a la montaña donde nací. No puedo vivir a la noche del camino. Al del cielo yo miraba una estrella. No puedo vivir al lado del camino. Que no vivo para ser tiempo. Yo voy caminando a la montaña donde nací. Yo voy caminando.
I go walking toward the mountain where I was born. I cannot live as night sets the path to the sky where I used to look at a star. I cannot live on the side of the path as time goes by. I go walking toward the mountain where I was born. I cannot live as time goes by on the path. I go walking to the mountain where I was born.
No puedo vivir que lado del camino. Va a ser tiempo del camino. Vive
This is Peter McKay. Thank you for watching the 20th Annual EVVY Awards. Good night.